As part of the writers' strike, the demands that the writers have is that Hollywood cease using, in totality, artificial intelligence. It's not allowed to be used, it's not allowed to be trained, but that genie is out of the bottle. If you are on the fence about what artificial intelligence is and its potential, consider how much the writers fear it. Yet they probably have less to fear from artificial intelligence, if you can believe it, than celebrities. I challenge you, stick around for the entire video. See if I'm wrong, and if I am, downvote this video. But stick with it and find out. The future for celebrities is fearful, and artificial intelligence is behind it. Well, it is a beautiful day out there, folks, and I am so happy to have each and every one of you with me. It is so nice of you to share your time here on the WDW Pro channel. An honor to speak with you, as always. Folks, if you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and that notification bell, you can click it and stick it to the algorithms. Today, we are talking about something that is a little bit on the edge. For some of you, this is not the normal fare that you're expecting from the channel. For others, you're beginning to become accustomed to the fact that I have to cover this. Some people are in doubt that artificial intelligence will actually have the kind of impact that I say it's going to, but trust me, it will. And yes, I would probably find more views and more clicks if I just covered some kind of craziness out of Star Wars again. But I would be remiss, I would be irresponsible to not cover this huge change coming to the entire world, but to entertainment, specifically from this channel. We have to cover it. And then in years to come, you'll be able to look back and say, Pro said this would happen. Pro's been covering this. He's been saying, here it comes. And I'm not some sort of oracle that knows the future before it happens in a way that others don't. No, I'm just following the trajectory. I'm listening to the experts, and I'm trying to keep you ahead of the culture curve. I'm trying to explain entertainment. Let's dive in. We're going to start today with an article out of the New York Post. Artificial intelligence imagines how celebrities would look, or how they would look like with normal jobs. Now you've got an image here. We've got Will Smith working at a fast food place. We've got Mike Tyson wearing a Winnie the Pooh outfit. And we've got Michelle Obama hawking hot dogs in a hot dog suit. Now, please note that these are not perfect images. They are not even the best that artificial intelligence can do right now, not even close. They are a far, far better representation, though, than what this technology could do only 3 years ago. It is in its pioneer stage. And as a result, huge gains are being made each and every day. This thing is speeding rapidly. We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's get in the article first. No, Will Smith isn't actually working a fast food job yet, but it's easy to get confused as a digital artist and filmmaker has whipped up a batch of lifelike photos of celebrities working normal jobs and living average lives through a high-powered artificial intelligence program. The creator, Christian Smooth of Annapolis, Maryland, reimagined the lives of several A-listers depicting Kim Kardashian as a nurse, Oprah as a shoe salesperson, and billionaire Elon Musk living in a mobile home, in images of remarkable and remarkably convincing quality. Smooth uses the program Midjourney, an artificial intelligence tool that's taking the art world by storm. And let me tell you, folks, this is taking over everything by storm. We're going to talk about what's happening. We're going to talk about how it's revolutionizing in just a moment. Let me get through the article. To make his celeb shots look as realistic as they do in a process taking under an hour, he told the Post. It takes about 30 minutes to get the prompt right, going over outfits and everything, the 32-year-old said. Actually producing the photos takes no time at all. There's Oprah Winfrey working in a shoe store. DJ Khaled, reimagined as a New York City taxi driver. The powerhouse interface was also used to create phony images of Donald Trump being arrested and Pope Francis sporting a Balenciaga coat, photos many members of the public assumed to be real. In Smooth's case, he decided to have fun and be creative with Midjourney's latest version rather than spread fake news. He took to Instagram after seeing his celeb shots go viral on Facebook. The results were truly hilarious. There's artificial intelligence imagining Kim Kardashian as a nurse. We've got Elon Musk living out of a Cousin Eddie-styled RV. We've got we've got Michelle Obama dressed in the hot dog suit. And it goes on and on. You can see more celebrities here. You can see this one demonstrating that not all artificially intelligent produced images are perfect. That one not convincing at all that it's Denzel Washington. This one also not quite as good, Steve Carell. But what I want to get to, reading this article to you and showing you these images, and it's important to see the images. Particularly this one is really good. What I want to get to here, the first level of why celebrities fear artificial intelligence and why their publicists fear artificial intelligence is this. There's a time coming, and it is basically now, that celebrities and politicians both have to fear the idea that deepfake, artificially intelligent produced images and videos and audio can be used to make news. And it will be very difficult for celebrities or politicians to push back against these things because it's going to be very hard to tell what is real and what is not real. You could have, and by the way, the thumbnail that Steven came up with for this video is hilarious. The idea of Sylvester Stallone and Brie Larson having a LARP, right? That they're in love. But those are the kinds of things that can happen. Artificial intelligence can ship celebrities, put them into coupling photos and videos, etc. We could have moments where on YouTube, Taylor Swift is with somebody she's not really with. And all of these carefully curated photo opportunities that celebrities partake in, well, they're going to go by the wayside as artificial intelligence takes over. Not only that, but you've heard the phrase, or the term photoshopping. We've used that for a long time now. You know, you say, well, that image has been photoshopped. Oh, that image has been photoshopped. Well, that term is going to go away completely. Why is it going to go away completely? Well, because here's an issue for celebrities who, by the way, they spend a lot of money and a lot of effort on being beautiful. What do they do when every single artificial intelligence produced image of them looks better than they do in real life? Always. What do you do when the real you cannot compare with the imagined you that computers come up with? And it's going to be everywhere, all the time. It's a real issue, and you might say, well, politicians will perhaps get ahead of this. The leaders of our countries will find a way to make sure that this doesn't happen. Well, you may believe that, but I don't. I don't foresee that our leaders in our country or in the countries around the world right now are particularly remarkable or able to handle this kind of a thing. I think we are about to enter into the wild, wild west of artificial intelligence and of newsmaking. Now, here's one of the key things about this as we get ready to go to our next article. One of the key things to note about it is that for so long, celebrities have enjoyed the great rewards of technology. Celebrities have managed to rise up on the Pareto curve because they did this thing that could be scaled up vastly. So, for example, 300 years ago, if you wanted to be an actor, then the best you could hope for is that you would be on stage in front of hundreds or thousands of people, and therefore you would make the money based on that, and maybe you would get famous enough that people would come to watch your performances. But movie stars are a different story. Movie stars, once the movies came out and took off, well, you could be in every theater around the world. And that meant that your scalability was insane. You far outstripped the abilities of plumbers and electricians and anyone else, because a plumber cannot be in every house fixing every drain. Yet, the latest action star can be right there in everyone's homes and everyone's theaters. And so movie stars enjoyed that. Celebrities enjoyed that. No other time in human history have celebrities been this powerful, and it's simply because of technology. However, that technology only exists so long as computers only record and do not imagine. So long as film is produced by filming something and it does not deviate except under the guidance of artists, creators, special effects, personnel, etc., well, then everybody's safe. But celebrities are no longer safe once computers begin imagining and creating, because that's the cool thing about humans. Humans are different than what computers have been. Humans have been able to not only draw what they have seen, but also to take that then and use their imagination to create new things. But a new world of perhaps danger for celebrities and politicians is arising where computers can now imagine. Take a look at this. It's not perfect, no, but it will be very soon. Jack Black eating concrete. This is a weird, strange website. An article where it's just showing off the skill that artificial intelligence can do in having various celebrities be eating concrete. That's all they're doing. Eating concrete. Keanu Reeves eating concrete. 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 Joe Biden eating concrete. And some of these images are extremely realistic, despite the fact that they are, shall we say, ludicrous. What's going to happen to celebrities once these are videos and once they're not ludicrous? What's going to happen to politicians once you might see something happen that's extremely salacious or even historical and it's not real? And what's going to happen when that happens 99 times versus one time that something is real that you see? You are no longer going to believe what you see when it comes to photos and videos. That era is about to end. It's a very big deal. Let's go to Variety now. Audrey Schomer is the author of this one. Avatars as actors, will AI unleash celebrity simulation rights? Advances in deepfake technology raise the prospect that the day will soon come when the digital likeness of actors can be brought to life for movies and TV without their needing to even lift a finger. I'll tell you this, we're there now. It's just a question of money. We're there. These likenesses have been variously referred to as personal avatars, digital twins, or digital doubles. While entirely new synthetic personalities can be created, generative AI can also yield realistic replicas of celebrities. I want to talk about this paragraph for just a moment because herein lies perhaps the biggest threat of all to even the idea of celebrity. No, the writers are afraid of artificial intelligence, let me tell you. And based on some new things that I've learned and been working with in terms of artificial intelligence, there's a video out there that is just tremendous. We'll be talking about it on the live show later today if you're watching this video at the time of release. But there's a video out there that explains how to really get ChatGPT to do some things that perhaps you don't think it can do. Writers have a reason to be very concerned, but celebrities more so, truly. When we read this paragraph about entirely new synthetic personalities can be created, and they can be, and they will be, celebrities should fear this because synthetic personalities, that is to say, completely fabricated persons, celebrities who don't exist at all, completely new people, only made by artificial intelligence and trademarked by a company that's going to use their likeness from henceforth, well, they don't get into trouble, and they don't tweet stupid things, and they don't say things that require various PR firms to come in and clean up. They don't get injured on sets. And so perhaps you think, well, this is 50 years away. I think it's far less. But nevertheless, it's on the way. That's the biggest fear that celebrities should have, that and deceased celebrities returning onto the screen, of course, not in real life. The prospect of acting avatars was thrust front and center last year when, months after Bruce Willis retired due to illness, he appeared in a commercial for a Russian wireless company thanks to an AI firm, Deepfake, that was able to recreate him. While it was erroneously reported that he had sold off his performance rights to Deepfake, it turned out the commercial was more of a one-off usage of the actor's likeness. Typically, there are two types of avatar tools, one that generates realistic and reactive moving and speaking avatars given video sample footage, typically a few minutes long, of a specific person, and a second type that generates more constrained moving avatars given a still image that is then manipulated to look responsive. Deepfake video and audio could enable talent and media businesses to produce and scale content output that was previously impossible, whether with existing tools or, frankly, the limits of physical space and time. Take a look at this. Realistic avatars and voice clones can be effectively deployed in new environments or productions without the talent's physical presence or contribution being required, even in instances beyond an individual's physical ability. For example, if an actor is already engaged in a different project, is sick, or even dead. Let me give you some other options out here, because it's not all negative for celebrities. But let's take a look at this. What if an actor cannot speak Portuguese, but it would be great if they were advertising something or perhaps hawking their newest movie in Portuguese? That's totally possible now. In fact, it's easy to do. You just take their voice sample, you just do artificial intelligence to deepfake their lip movements to sync that up with the voice that you're generating. Boom! The celebrity is now advertising their movie in Portuguese, or they're being interviewed in some other language that they would not be able to speak, perhaps Icelandic, since that's so tough to do. Or perhaps you need your celebrity to be available to do an interview while they're actually somewhere else in the world. Not a problem at all. And when you begin to scale this, you can see that actually there's no limit to how many places or how personal this could be. In 15 years, although I suspect it's not so long, but in 15 years, why not have you be able to have a conversation with a celebrity? And yes, that sounds good for celebrities, except for consider that the highest paid celebrities and those who get the most usage out of their presence on the big screen and on small screens, they are the vast minority, and compared to most actors trying to become that. This will make it far more difficult to rise up, because as long as celebrities can be maintained at the proper age and the proper beauty, maximizing all of those wondrous traits about them using artificial intelligence, it will make up-and-comers, well, not have the space they need to up and come. Let's read on. Of course, we know that Joe Russo has recently talked about how he thinks within 2 years, artificial intelligence will be writing scripts, but new language has already begun to appear in some actor contracts that includes simulation rights to performers' images, voices, and performances, effectively permitting future productions to use their synthetic likeness. This has also raised questions about how an actor or deceased actor's estate can or should be able to give consent for certain uses of their synthetic likeness. While there is evident opportunity to expand talent opportunities, there would seem to be equal potential for talent exploitation, you bet, and diminished future opportunities if they are unwittingly or desperately sign away or sell off use of their digital likeness, absent compensation and consent. Let me just give you one example of why this is such a problem for, well, all of the idea of celebrity going forward. Just a little one that already exists. Already, Disney has received the rights to use James Earl Jones's voice, generated via artificial intelligence, forever when creating Darth Vader. Anytime Darth Vader is heard, it will be James Earl Jones, but he won't be speaking it. In 100 years, it will continue to be artificial intelligence creating his voice. And that means that role will never be recast. Folks, that's just the beginning. We face a future where these roles will not be recast because artificial intelligence will just keep it going forever, to infinity and beyond. And that is why celebrities fear this greatly, because this has the true potential to end the era of the movie star and bring forth a new era where you can talk to whomever and whatever you want to talk to, and all of it generated by artificial intelligence. It is here I will continue to talk about this because it is the paradigm shift of our lives coming forth. And if you don't know it yet, all I ask is that in a few years, as this begins to take shape more and more, that you come back and say, "Bro, thanks for keeping me ahead of the culture curve." That's what we try to do. Explain entertainment and keep you ahead of that curve. Folks, if you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and you can stick it to the algorithms. When you click it, we're talking about the notification bell. We've got a live show today. If you're watching this video at the date of publication, we'd love to have you there. 5 to 7 p.m. Every Thursday is when we do it. Eastern time, of course. Great panel, great topics. You're going to love it. Covering a lot of Disney stuff today. Going to have a lot of fun. Well, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.
Make sure to catch The Pro Show Thursdays 5 to 7 Eastern Time. Entertainment explained, the culture curve conquered, live with Pro and all his friends.